few years ago, it was such a new thing that people were talking as honestly about their mental health. And it's obviously an amazing thing. I see a lot of headlines and conversation now about almost this feeling of, are people self diagnosing? Are they overdiagnosing? Since we're focusing on it too much, is it creating its own problems? And I think really where this is coming from is for a lot of other generations, just shock, honestly, of seeing the number of people with anxiety, people with depression, people with mental health issues, and just wondering where this is coming from.
I think that's a really interesting point because I've noticed that a lot of normal people will go on and give these diagnoses on social media. And suddenly, if you're feeling sad, it's depression. If you're a little worried, it's like an anxiety condition. And when you think you have these, conditions that you don't, you're in a much worse spot than you were before simply because you're not going to address it in the way you need to be addressing it. Some people self-medicate, some people, like it's quite dangerous when you think you have a condition that you don't because of what someone who doesn't have the qualifications says on social media. I also feel like, with this prevalence of mental health talk, a lot of people have become a little less resilient. When you feel like everything is getting you down or you kind of like see a challenge that is very normal as something that is more significant than it is because of increased mental health conversation, then that can actually be harmful for mental health. You need to kind of like strike this balance in terms of talking about emotions, but also like if you're having a tough day, I think understanding that it's okay to be sad and feel that emotion. It's almost become a trend that I've seen where people like make things out to be a lot worse than they actually are. And I feel like that trend is very harmful for our generation.